Hello and welcome to the first episode of Stuff, the new show from Ashiwolf Studios that reviews hardware instead of the software side of things. Today we'll be taking a look at the PlayStation TV, new from Sony. Now the unit, as you can see here, is very small. It fits in the palm of your hand and it's relatively powerful. There's actually basically the same hardware that's in PlayStation Vita, and if you've ever played a PlayStation Vita, you know that it's got a little bit of horsepower underneath the hood. Now the system is very solid. It's very well put together. Sony really paid a lot of attention to detail here, and the hardware is just very high quality. It is a little bit on the light side. You'll find that that's true with a lot of microconsoles where they're really light, and in the case of the PlayStation TV, the AC adapter is actually heavier than the unit itself, and so it tends to pull it down off of whatever you have it sitting on top of. Looking at the hardware, on the back you have a power button, you have your PlayStation Vita memory card slot, a USB port, HDMI port, an Ethernet port, and the power adapter port. On the side you have a PlayStation Vita game card slot here, and that's about it. There's not a whole lot to the unit other than that. On the software side of things, that's where Sony went wrong a lot. The system plays PlayStation Vita games, which is cool if you want to play PlayStation Vita games on the big screen. However, it should be noted that there's only a small selection of Vita games that are actually compatible with the PlayStation TV. Now games like Tearaway, obviously that one's not going to be compatible because the controller, you're using a PlayStation 3 controller like this one here, does not have a front touchpad, a back touchpad, or any kind of cameras on it, and so of course a game like Tearaway is not going to be compatible. That just makes sense. But games like Wipeout 2048 should be compatible, and I'm not really understanding why they're not. The system also plays PlayStation 1 games, which is cool for anybody who wants a little bit of a nostalgia trip. And it also streams PlayStation 4 games. If you own a PlayStation 4 that's maybe placed downstairs and you want to play it upstairs, you can definitely do that with this system if your router can handle it. Now, Sony recommends that you hardwire the unit to your router as opposed to using the wireless, and that's because it requires a lot of bandwidth to stream the PlayStation 4 games, and since both the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation TV are on 802.11n hardware, there's a bit of a limitation as to how much bandwidth can actually be used. The system also plays videos through Sony's Music and Video Unlimited service. Unfortunately, however, it does not support Netflix, Amazon Instant Video, or Hulu Plus out of the box. You can download the software, but when you try to launch it, it's going to give you an error saying that the software is not compatible with the hardware, and that's a really huge issue. If you thought you were going to be able to use the PlayStation TV as a replacement for a Roku or an Apple TV or even a Chromecast, you can think again, because none of those apps actually work on this device, which very much limits its capability as a video playback device. So my recommendation is that you stay far away from the PlayStation TV unless you just really want to experience PlayStation Vita games on your big screen TV. The system has a lot of limitations on video apps, and it has limitations on PlayStation Vita games as well. Sony has a list on their website that tells you which games are compatible. I don't really feel like that should be even a thing. That and the fact that it also has proprietary storage using the PlayStation Vita memory cards, which are notoriously expensive. I think that's a little ridiculous. Sony probably could have gone with something like a standard SD card or even a memory stick and been better off, because those are cheaper and people might have a little more desire to use them. PlayStation TV retails for $99 for just the system and the power adapter, and that's it. Or you can get a bundle like this one here, which comes with the Lego Movie video game as a downloadable title, as well as a PlayStation 3 controller and an HDMI cable in the box, so it's ready to go right out of the box. So with that, don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos. Next time on Stuff, we'll be featuring the Apple iPad Air 2. Thanks for watching.